What is going on, guys? Welcome to this episode of the Pickups. As you can tell, the party has started, and all we need to do now is put our Keep It Retro hat on that we got from Retro Game Players. Let's get this one started. So we have the Keep It Retro hat on, and the reason is, guys, no gimmicks this week. There's no thrift store footage, no garage sale footage, none of that. Nothing new. Everything that we're gonna show in this episode is all retro, which is awesome. It's great to get back to our roots, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. So I don't know. Let's just get started. First thing. We went to a thrift store, and I go back where they've got, you know, the DVDs and CDs and games and stuff like that, right? And this guy's back there. He's got his cart full of stuff. He's talking on his phone. I'm assuming he's talking to his wife. And he's like, yeah, I got the cart full of stuff to resell. I'll be home in a little bit. They close at 8. It was like 15 minutes before closing. And, you know, he's just sitting there. I'm like sneaking and looking into his cart, and he's got like Medal of Honor on PlayStation 2 that he's paying $3 or $4 for, and Mel Gibson Payback on VHS. So I wish that guy a lot of luck. So I turned around, looked in the cassette area. I love cassette tapes, and all I saw was money, man, because I know some of these are worth some money, and I said it out loud. I was like, oh, money! And he kind of turned around, and I grabbed all these tapes before he could get there. But they are a bunch of old school, early to mid 90s bass tapes. And instead of adding music to this section right here, what I'll do is we actually have our own little Bithead 1000 set up. Not last episode, like 2 or 3 episodes ago, instead of picture, we had the NES Sharp TV. So I'm going to say Sharps, so Tyler doesn't correct me again. My NES Sharp TV. But if we take a look right over here, oh my god, look at the size of it. That's what she said. So we're going to bust it. We're going to pop in some of these tapes, and we're going to take a look at them and see what we got. Alright, so we're not going to play all these tapes, so we will pop. Oh. We're going to turn that down. We're going to try to blow out the windows tonight. There we go. Boom. We'll pop in Best of Techno Bass. I remember these tapes, man, from back in the day. More so when I was in the military, and we would just pop these tapes and CDs in. It's just like all bass, you know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to make you sound cool. All right, what do we got here? Oh, yeah. Setting the mood. All right, so the first one there, like I said, Best of Techno Bass, $2 a piece. That's what we paid for these. Bassmaster Ace. Ooh. The Best of IBP. Bass Explosion USA Volume 1. Nightmare on Bass Street. That one's going in next. I'll take Techno Bass out. You know what I'm saying? It's good stuff right there. There we go. You gotta have Nightmare on Bass Street Part 2. I got both of those. Picked them both up. $2 a piece. I'm taking them with me. Let's see what's on the other side of this tape. It's a lot of scratchy records right there. I don't know how that's going to come through. It's like the end of the song. Oh. Nice. Okay, so we got Bass Society. Monica from The Boy's Mind. You know, this is Monica's first album. This is actually like a $13, $14 cassette tape. Onyx. Had a lot of people comment on my Facebook. Love this Onyx tape back in the day. I think I had the CD. I'm not sure I had the tape. King of Quad. Bass Boy. It says Dandra. Ultra low bass. May damage speakers. It's crazy. We got CPO to Hell and Black. 50,000 watts of bass. Bass 305 digital bass. Actually, we're going to pop that one in. We're going to see what's up with that one. So some of these I'm going to sell, and some of them I'm going to keep. And as you can see, I've got a cassette box up there that we started, and I've got like 2 cassettes in there. Oh, Flava Flav. Last one here, a Bass Cube. And the last one is Bass Creations Volume 5. So like I said, these are awesome. I'll probably play these while I'm sitting here editing videos or playing darts or something. So we're going to turn it up. Alright, well I guess that song was over. Boom! We are over here now. So, guys, I did something borderline unethical. Something that a lot of you are going to be mad at me for. Some of you are not going to be mad at me for it. But this is what happened. So this guy posted this lot of Nintendo stuff and Sega stuff. And he wanted $50 for the Sega stuff. $40 for the Nintendo stuff. And I emailed him and said, hey, do you have this? I'll buy them both. And I knew where he kind of lived because it says on the little map thing, you know, pick up in this area. I was like, I'm close to that area. I can pick it up. And he messaged me back and said, hey, yeah, thanks for your interest, but I've got like 2 or 3 people that are interested. If that falls through, I'll let you know. So this is what I did. I said, hey man, I'll give you $100 for everything, and I'll come get it. And I'd love to have it for my YouTube channel, and I put my YouTube channel in there. Listen, you got to use what you got to get what you want, and I definitely wanted one of these Nintendo items for sure. And he was like, dude, if you're willing to give me another $10, I'll set it aside and you can come pick it up tonight. So we made arrangements. I went and picked it up. But after that deal, this is why you always ask. He's a super nice guy, and he actually mentioned, I didn't even ask this time to be honest with you. He just mentioned, he goes, did you see my Atari lot that I had posted? I said, no, I actually didn't. So he brought that out, and I said, well, what do you want for all this Atari stuff? He said he didn't really know anything about it. He remembered having it as a kid, cleaning out his parents' house. He wanted $100. I said, listen, man, I'm not an Atari guy. I don't really know anything about it. And, you know, having to fix consoles and games and stuff like that, I don't really deal with Atari because I still have Intellivision stuff and ColecoVision stuff from 2 years ago that hadn't sold. You know what I mean? Like, it just, people, Atari's cool, don't get me wrong. But it's one of those things where people that collect Atari already have consoles and stuff, and they're just looking for those games to fill their collection. And then people that are younger, you know, this newer generation, they may not want the system and they can just get it on emulator. You know what I mean? So there's sort of a gap where there's not really a lot of people out there that are looking for, you know, Atari stuff, especially the more common stuff that, you know, they already have. But, so settle on a price, $60, and we got all this cool Atari stuff. So the first thing is this Atari 2600 in the box. It is a 6-switcher. The box is actually in really nice condition for being from, you know, 1977 or 1978. It's got everything in there. Not gonna take it all out, but it smells like a basement from 1970. I'll tell you that right now. So yeah, don't know if it works, but even if it doesn't, you know, the box is still cool for display. And then we had paddle controllers, and we had some more catalogs and inserts, stuff like that. And then these games, you know, again, they do show their age, but for their age, they are in great condition. So we will just sort of go through them like we normally do. So they're all complete. I checked them last night when I got home. Manual, cartridge, and box, man. What else could you want? Star Master. Boom. Very cool. Where am I going to put this? Put that right there. We have Berserk. Space Invaders. What a great game. Missile Command. Adventure. After that Your Player 2 movie came out, this game jumped up to like 25, 30 bucks. You know what I mean? It's a pretty common game. I'm sure it's gone down since then. No Atari collection is complete without Atari Football. Street Racer. I'm actually kind of interested about this one. I think these are cool. The way these open up like the ColecoVision or the Intellivision games. So Street Racer. Combat. Another staple. I'd never heard of this one. Surround video. Surround. Yeah, I don't know what this game is, but the cover art, it's like they're at a computer terminal, like from War Games or something. I don't know. Pretty cool. Warlords. You know, another kind of Atari staple from that era. We've got Air Sea Battle, which is cool. This was really cool. I've never seen this before, but admittedly I'm not an Atari guy. But it is the Atari Star Raiders. This is a big box, and it comes with some type of video touchpad in there. So the box's manuals, everything is in there. That is pretty neat. And then the last three games, these are like the better games, I guess. But we got Telegames Breakaway 4. So that was a pretty good one. I kind of looked these up on eBay. Pong Sports. Another pretty good one. And then Outer Space. 17 games in one right there, folks. You don't see that every day. So that was that really cool Atari pickup. So here is the main event. Like I said, paid $50 for the Sega stuff and essentially $50 for the Nintendo stuff. So we got a Sega Genesis Model 1. I was going to say Model 2. Model 1 is cool. I hope this works. I'm sure it will work, but man, what a great looking console. And but it did come with a controller, so it had cables and no controller. But I've got some extra controllers, so I'm sure that we will be okay with that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. All right, so we have 7 games. All of these games are complete in box. And I said that I wasn't going to collect Sega. I was trying to get rid of my Sega stuff. But as soon as you say stuff like that, then you find it. So, man, I'm going to get rid of my Sega Saturn stuff. And hopefully this week I'll find Sega Saturn stuff or something. But Joe Montana Sports Talk Football. His codes are in here. Okay, here's an ethical question for the comment section. He's got his codes in here from like week 14, and back then they only played like 14 weeks. There wasn't a 16-game regular season like there is now. If I used his codes and skipped a week 14 and then went through the playoffs and won the Super Bowl, could I say that I beat this game? You know, we just kind of skip the formalities. We gotta have our Sonic games. So there is Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We got Aladdin. But we want to check something real quick on this. So yeah, it comes with like the poster and the insert. And there's the manual, which is cool. Because I was looking at Lion King last night, and there seemed to be like a whole bunch of stuff in there. There's a poster, there's the manual, there's a poster, an insert for gargoyles, you know, pamphlet, registration card. This one is also super complete, so I'm actually gonna probably try and get a premium for that one. Fantasia, which from what I understand is very brutally difficult. And then the game I'll probably end up keeping is Spider-Man. Pretty excited about that one, because you guys know that I love me some Spider-Man. Alright, so the last part of this was the Nintendo lot. So there she is, a old NES, no bonus game inside. She is kind of yellowing on the top, but cosmetically she looks good. No breaks along the seams here. Everything looks good except for the yellowing. So Pretty confident that that will work. That did not come with a controller, a power cable, or the TV cables. So I've got controllers, I've got the TV cable, so we'll just need to find a power cable, and we'll probably just buy the cheaper one, like the retro bit. Replacement cables are like $8 or $10. One loose cart game, and that is Bionic Commando, which Henry Gonzalez sent me, so I will be throwing this in the double bin. And somebody wrote Thrasher on it because they're so metal. But we'll keep this dust sleeve, and we'll put the cartridge in the doubles bin, no problem. All right, guys, this is right here. This is the main event. This is why I bought the entire lot. A complete in-box Contra. It does have a tear sort of here on the back, but yeah, it's got the manual, the styrofoam. Try and open this with care. Ooh. There she is. There's the dust sleeve in there. The manual's down in there. The styrofoam. There's the manual. And then the cartridge. She needs to be cleaned, but overall in pretty good shape. And guys, I am very happy to add this to the collection. I have it loose cart, but now I've got the box for Super C, a game that I played last year, beat it for the first time last year. It's one of my favorite Contra games. Unfortunately, this is missing the manual, but it also has the styrofoam in there, and you know, the dust sleeve and the cartridge. So I have ordered the manual. I got a really good deal on some manuals, on the manual for that. It actually came in a lot with some other manuals. If I get that by the time that I'm ready to edit and post this video, I'll throw that in at the end here. But if not, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you on the next one. And as Marcus always says, you keep that shit retro. All right, so I'm editing this video right now today. Got a package in the mail. Now I ordered this lot. What I did was I was looking for a manual for Super C, and I found one for $9.99 plus shipping. But I kept looking a little further, and I found a lot of 5 Nintendo manuals, one of which was Super C, for $9.99 plus shipping. So I figured I might as well just get the 4 extra manuals for free. So see what's going on in here. Alright, so the first manual in the lot was To the Earth, King's Knight, which is a Squaresoft title. I do have that game. Yoshi, which is cool. You guys probably saw that. Metal Mech. That's like a $9 or $10 manual by itself, so I may try and sell that separate. And the main event right there, Super C. Very cool. I always like looking through these old manuals. There they are. Sergeant Bill and Corporal Lance. So very cool. We will get this in our Super C box, and awesome. Get that complete.